How's it going, everyone? Hope you're well. Mr. B here, and I'm back today with an album ranking that I've been meaning to do for a while. One of my favourite bands, no doubt about it. I actually have a request to do this band as well not too long ago. So, because I've been thinking about doing it for a while, I thought now's the time to get it done. I'm going to be ranking the studio albums from, in my opinion, one of the best death metal bands out there, Nile. Nile from South Carolina, formed in 1993. Carl Sanders, the only member of the band who's been in the band from day one. Other great musicians have been in the band since. Egyptian themed death metal, so they're quite unique. Fantastic band, all amazing musicians. Superb discography, 10 albums to talk about. Only going to be, as usual, talking about the full length albums. Nile, such a great band that they're one of those bands that have never put out a bad album. So even the one I'm going to show first, which is obviously in last place, is still a fantastic album. It's just not quite as good as the others. So after the usual, we're going to get straight into it. We're going to kick off in 10th place, the 2019's Vile Nilotic Rites, which is the only album I can honestly say from Nile that really disappointed me at first. I remember listening to this and thinking, there's not much here that's grabbing me. But as often with albums, it's a case of you need to listen to it and give it some time. And obviously I still don't absolutely love it like all the others because it's in last place. But it's still an album that is really, really good. It's definitely grown on me over the years. This is the first album to not feature Dallas Toller Wade. Still gutted Dallas isn't in Nile. But here we are. Fantastic album. Just some really good tunes on this. George Callas on the drums still, of course. And we have Brian Kingston coming in on guitar vocals here. And Brad Paris on the bass and vocals. Very well produced. This record sounds really good. Some fantastic tracks on it as well, actually. Long Shadows of Dread is absolutely superb. I love that tune. It's really, really good. The Oxford Handbook of Savage Genocidal Warfare. Again, that's a great track. What a title that is. Track 3, the title track, is absolutely superb. There's a part in that song where the guitars slow down and the riff's really, really heavy, but George's drums are still machine gun speed. It's just absolutely fantastic. It's a great part of the song. Snake Pit Mating Frenzy. Again, what a title. Fantastic tune. Some brilliant riffs in that. Revel in Their Suffering is a great track. George's drums particularly in that are great. I mean, just absolutely phenomenal musician. Such a great drummer. And last track, We Are Cursed. Yep, not as good as the others in my opinion, but not a bad album in the slightest. Really, really good stuff. There's Vile Nilotic Rites, which comes in at number 10. Number 9 now, and a lot of people have this one up higher, but we're all different, of course. And for me, number 9 is Black Seeds of Vengeance from 2000. Great album. I like the slightly muddy sound on the production on this one. Doesn't mean the production's bad. It just means it's not quite as crisp and clear as on other records. Great tunes on this one. Black Seeds of Vengeance, the title track. That chorus is fantastic. The vocals are very, very menacing in the choruses. I like the sound of the sort of atmospheric instruments that they've got on that as well. Defiling the Gates of Ishtar, fantastic. The Black Flame is great as well. Check this out for a title, Masturbating the War God. And again, another fantastic title. Multitude of Foes, that's only just over 2 minutes long. It's absolutely savage. It comes in, all guns blazing. Great riffs, great vocal patterns in the verses. Chapter for Transforming into a Snake, side 2, excellent. The Nameless City of the Accused is also a great track. Or was that Accursed? I think it might be, actually. Yeah, great stuff. Some nice time changes in the tunes. Riffs are savage, great vocals from both Dallas and Carl. Black Seeds of Vengeance comes in at number 9 on the list. Number 8 is their debut album from 1998, and here's Amongst the Catacombs of the Nephren Car. Great stuff. We've got Chief Spires on bass and vocals here on his earlier albums. I really like his vocals, very, very guttural and low. The drums, I think, from Tony Lorino, absolutely savage as well. I don't think I've got a inner here that says who's in the band. Let's have a quick look. Oh, sorry, Pete Hamora. He's the drummer on this. Drums are fantastic. Nicely produced. Again, some great riffs and vocals from Carl. Smashing the Ante opening track is just savage stuff. Great chorus, very catchy, very, very savage. Right now, I'm going to get some pronouncements wrong here, so I'm calling it out now. But Bara Endizu, track 2 is fantastic again. Some really nice heavy riffing now. Good sort of breakdown towards the end. Ramesses, Bringer of War, fantastic tune. Stones of Sorrow. The Howling of the Djinn. Opening of the Mouth. Stuff like that. Yeah, these first 2 Nile records, a lot of people would have much higher up their ranking. But for me, they're one of those bands. A bit like Pestilence, a bit like Death. He definitely went on to do better things as their career went on. But again, there are no bad Nile albums. And Amongst the Catacombs of Neferkar comes in at 8th place. Quick drink. Up next from 2015 in number 7th position is, what's it called again? What Should Not Be Unearthed. This is the final album to feature Dallas before he left. It's good stuff. Very well produced. Record sounds nice. Again, we've got some more fantastic riffing, brutally heavy guitar tone. George Keane on the drums. The co-vocals of Carl and Dallas just fantastic. Call to Destruction, the first track, is absolutely superb. Everything comes in straight away, all guns blazing. Really, really heavy. Great vocals from Dallas. Just a fantastic opening song. What else have we got here? In the Name of Amun, that's a great track as well. What Should Be Unearthed, the title track, is great as well. Some really catchy vocal patterns in that tune. Evil to Cast Out Evil is my favourite song on the album. Very, very catchy chorus. Great vocals from Dallas again. Really, really heavy stuff. The Age of Famine is superb as well. Rape of the Black Earth. Again, it's just another really good, really solid album. Nile always deliver the goods. Fantastic stuff. What Should Not Be Unearthed. That comes in at number 7th. 7th place, I should say. Number 6, I'm probably going to get this title wrong, but I think it's Ithyphallic, which is the second album I heard at the time when I discovered the band. It's got a bit of a muddy production, but I think it quite helps with the sound of the album without having that really pristine, perfect production, which some of the other albums have. So we've got George, Dallas and Carl here. I think Carl plays the bass on this record. Despite the slightly muddy production, I really enjoy this album. The songs are really, really strong. As So He Creates, So He Destroys. Excellent track, great riffs, very, very catchy chorus. Easy to sing along to and get into your head. Title track, superb. Right, strap yourselves in, because Papyrus, containing the spell to preserve the possessor against attacks from he who is in the water, is an absolutely superb song. What a pretentious title, but it's a great track. George's drums are fantastic. I love the vocal patterns in the chorus. It's really, really catchy. E of the Dead's a great tune. The Essential Salts, The Infinity of Stone. Last track, Even the Gods Must Die. It's just an epic tune. Some nice backing vocals. Again, a great chorus. Savage drums from George. Great riffing. Nile's Ithyphallic comes in at number 6 on the list. Great stuff. Number 5 is the most recent album, The Underworld Awaits Us All, which came out just last year. This is my number 1 album last year. I was very much looking forward to this, and it did not disappoint at all. Absolutely superb stuff. I think there was a lineup change. I'm not too sure. Anyway, that doesn't matter. We're here to talk about the music. Yeah, brilliant stuff. My number 1 album last year. So many great tunes on this. Again, some more great co-vocals from Carl and the other guys. George, once again, killing it. Again, another massively pretentious song title, but Chapter for Not Being Hung Upside Down on a Stake in the Underworld and Made to Eat Feces by the Four Apes is an absolutely fantastic tune. What a title. Very, very catchy. The riffs are great in that. The Striker's Secret Fang I really enjoy as well. Overlords of the Black Earth is excellent. Under the Curse of One God, fantastic. Really, really catchy stuff. Some fantastic riffs in that. Doctrine of Last Things, True Gods of the Desert. It's just excellent song after excellent song. We're getting to the really, really good stuff now, where there's no bad songs. Just a savage album, really, really nicely produced. Everything sounding really good. Just brilliant stuff from Nile. I know I'm repeating myself by saying brilliant stuff, but there's simply that much good of a band. Just fantastic, fantastic albums. That's my number 5. So into the top 4 now. And this 2012's At the Gates of Setu. I featured this not long ago in my 10 out of 10 death metal albums list, and someone got in the comment section and said, I can't believe you've shown that. Everyone knows it's not a great album, it's easily their worst. Not as far as I'm concerned. This is a great album. It's really well produced, sounds excellent. It's got loads of catchy songs. George, again, the drums are absolutely phenomenal. That guy's an absolute machine. Carl and Dallas's trade-off vocals, again, are fantastic. Superb solos and riffs. Enduring the Eternal Molestation of Flame. Just absolutely brilliant way to open an album. Such a catchy tune. The Inevitable Degradation of Flesh, again, really, really catchy stuff. Great vocals in the chorus. When My Wrath Is Done, superb. The Gods Who Light Up the Light Sky at the Gate of Setu is fantastic. So catchy. There's some great vocals going on there. Sort of background vocals kind of things. Just sounds fantastic. Natural Liberation of Fear through the Ritual Deception of Death. Absolutely superb stuff. The Changing of the Inquisition, Supreme Humanism of Megalomania. Just no bad songs. The production's fantastic. Everything sounds really nice and clear. More great riffing, more great solos, more great cover vocals from Carl and Dallas. Just superb stuff. At the Gates of Setu, it's my number 4 in my Nile album ranking. So into the top 3 now. And here's 2002's In Their Darkened Shrines. This has got some of my favourite Nile songs on it. It's just absolutely superb stuff. I think we've still got Chief Spies in the band at this point. I might be wrong though. And I can't see any info anywhere. But we'll talk about the album instead. The opening 3 tracks on this are just the way that you start an album. It's just banger after banger after banger. Kicks off with The Blessed Dead. Great chorus. The vocals in the chorus are absolutely superb. Execration text, superb stuff. The technical riff in that is absolutely amazing. Brilliant tune. Then we've got Sarcophagus comes in number 3 on the album. A really slow, brooding, nasty sounding death metal song. Mid-tempo. The riffs are so fucking heavy, it's ridiculous. Great vocals from Dallas. Unas the Slayer of the Gods is about 12 minutes long and it's just savage stuff. Really, really good. I Whisper in Fear of the Dead's excellent as well. Winds of Horus. Just absolutely brilliant stuff. Again, there's some great riffs. The vocals are fantastic. Blah, blah, blah. I'm just repeating myself, I know. But this band are absolutely superb. And what they do really, really well. And Nile's In Their Darkened Shrines comes in at number 3 on the list. It's absolutely fantastic. Another quick drink. Number 2 from 2009 is For Those For Whom the Gods Detest, which is another great album. Again, the opening few tracks on this are absolutely fucking savage. It kicks off with Kafir, which is probably my favourite opener on any Nile album. It's absolutely savage. Some great riffs, great drums from George. A very, very catchy chorus. Great vocals as well in the verses and the choruses. It's just really catchy stuff. Hittite Dung Incantation, track 2. Absolutely brilliant. Love that. Uttering Cruelties of the Dead is superb. Those opening 3 are just excellent. For Those Who the Gods Detest, title track is excellent. Then you've got the 4th Ara of Dagon, which is just absolutely brilliant. A great tune throughout the whole of the tune, but the second part is particularly my favourite. It slows right down and it goes really, really heavy. It's almost like a breakdown. The riffs are so unbelievably heavy. The chanted vocals just sound fantastic. All those metalcore bands try to do breakdowns and they haven't got shit on Nile. That's probably one of the heaviest breakdowns I've ever heard. It's just an absolutely fantastic tune. Permit the Noble Dead to Descend of the Underworld is another great track. There's a nice little guitar part in that where George's kick drums are going so unbelievably fast, probably something like 270 beats per minute. And just a really simple guitar line which sounds really effective. It fits the atmosphere of the song, the album, Nile's style in general basically. It's brilliant, brilliant stuff. The Eye of Ra right towards the end. Everything is absolutely savage. There's only one album that's slightly better than this. This was nearly my number 1, but I had to put it into number 2. But For Those Whom the Gods Detest from 2009 is my second favourite Nile album. Absolutely fantastic. So just one more album to go, and I knew this was going to be number 1, even though I listened back to everything for this video. I had to put this number 1. This was the first Nile album I ever heard. Now, people often get in the comment section of my videos, album ranking videos, and say things like, Oh, I can't believe you've got that one so low on the list. That was my first album I ever heard of them, so therefore it's my favourite. I have never bought into that, but as far as Nile goes, the first album I ever heard from them is my favourite because it's just fucking savage. So let's talk about it now. Number one for Nile is 2005's Annihilation of the Wicked. It's just absolutely superb. This is produced, I think, by Neil Kernan, who did like a lot of the 80s hair bands back in the day. He really changed up his style back in the 2000s, producing bands like Nile and Deicide. It's just superb. This production is absolutely perfect. Everything sounds fantastic. Everything sounds huge. Again, George's drums are great. Dallas and Carl's vocals and guitar work is superb. The songwriting is absolutely top notch. It's out of this world. It kicks off with Cast Down the Heretic, which is one of the most savage album openers you'll ever hear. Again, some really great vocals in the verses, and the chorus is catchy. Great solos as well. Up next, we've got Sacrifice unto Sibek, which is a fantastic tune. Really, really heavy riff. Very, very catchy riffing. Great vocals in the choruses again. Sorry, it doesn't kick off with Cast Down the Heretic. There is an instrumental before that. Then that's the first proper tune. The Burning Pits of the Duet, fantastic stuff. Again, a great chorus. Very, very catchy stuff. Let's have a quick look here. Lash to the Slave Stick, track 7. Again, absolutely savage stuff. Very, very catchy though. Death metal can be catchy and brutal at the same time. That chorus is superb. The riffing is absolutely out of this world. The riff writing across every Nile album is unbelievably impressive. What else have we got here? The title track is fantastic, actually, Annihilation of the Wicked. And the last track, and I'm probably going to butcher this pronunciation, but Von... do you know what? I'm not even going to bother because I'm not going to get it right. But the last track is, again, a bit like Annihilation of the Wicked. That track's about 8 minutes long. The last track's 9 minutes long. Loads of interesting stuff going on. Time changes, different riffs, great drums from George. The co-vocals of Carl and Dallas are fantastic. Annihilation of the Wicked from Nile is my number 1 Nile album. Stuff like Lash to the Slave Stick, Cast Down the Heretic, The Burning Pits of the Duet, the title track. Everything is phenomenal. There is not a bad second on this album. It's just perfect from start to finish. Riffs are great, solos are great, the drums sound fantastic, the guitar tone is absolutely savage. It's just an absolutely perfect album. I've not thought about doing a top 20 death metal albums video for this channel, but if I did, I know that this would be in there, and it would definitely be in the top 10 as well. It's just absolutely superb. Nile's Annihilation of the Wicked from 2005 is my number 1 Nile album. If you have never listened to this band and you're into death metal, I cannot recommend enough you go out and listen to this record immediately. And then after you've done that, go and listen to all the others as well, because they're all fucking great. Right, there we go, guys. That's today's video over and done with. As per usual, thank you very much for watching. It's very much appreciated. As per usual, feel free to get in the comment section and give me your Nile album ranking. Let me know which you think is their best album. Always good chatting with you guys in the comments. So once again, thanks for taking the time out of your day to watch the video. Thanks for your support on the channel. Always appreciated. I'll be back with you next week as always. And until then, cheers, take care, and I'll see you later.